that was the start to our trading session as market action started to roll back to the upside. Again, AD line bouncing here off the 750 as came right back upside up to the 0. So there's the advancers declining, sticking to the lines like it usually does, and then after that nice move up, right back down. So it was a matter of adjusting your style, adjusting your trade manager to say, all right, I can't wait for all the charts to be in sync. I got to wait for the highest probability on what I have. And so you can't wait for 5 charts, you waited for 3 charts. By the way, as I mentioned in the last couple sessions, I was going to reverse some of the charts here. So again, the T3 moving averages to the 10 tick range, this is the 534, and now I have the 5144 in row number 3. And then the higher time frames in the 2 charts down below, one on a set to a 15 tick and one set to a 20 tick, and it varies on the ES. All right, so anyway, so we got this whip snap this morning, just trying to get a bite out of any of these moves, and then there it is. There's the one move. Looks great, right? ES had the best of setups, above breaking above the T350. He had at least 2 charts plus a break above the 5144. That's right, I just let it run and let it go. Oh well, that was the day. So wrapping up on the NQ, there was that one move this morning and that one move on the Google Amazon earnings. After letting that one go, I just wanted to see if I can get a shot there in the afternoon on 5 charts in the green and just getting a piece of that and letting the rest of the market just whip itself out for the rest of the session. Hey guys, you know what? It's about 1 to 2 setups per day, and if you get them and you find them, again, a lot of possible entries down here, but just market internals were not moving, so that avoided some costly or at least a small loss here to the downside. We'll take a look at that on the big trend. And then the EYM didn't get anything on the ES. There again was that pre-session sell signal downside for a little piece, in and out. That was it. And price action upside. Missed that move to the downside on 5 charts in the red. Got the pullback here, in and out, and missed that upside. So yeah, a lot of good potential setups today that I didn't catch. But hey, that's trading, guys. What can you do? All right, AD line, there it was. That was that move that we just saw in the 1-minute chart. Came all the way down here to the 750 and bounced right back up to 0. Bounced back down. A lot of whip snap till the Euro session closed, and then it was just climbing up as we moved up to the midnight opens. All right, taking a look at the 5-minute charts, as we can see the CL crude here. Again, sticking to the 25-minute open range in this, each session. Crude continues to come down. Held today pretty much to the CAM low. Looking at the ES here, again, 25-minute open range and then a grind up from the Globex low. And YM sticking to the 25-minute open range with that, a lot of whip snap there. Breakout downside to not only today's low, but closing out the gap and then bouncing up there all the way up to today's daily gap, and that was it. Seeing the 25-minute open range here on the NQ, finding the not really being able to break downside below the Globex low, finding the rally, and then there was your Amazon and Google earnings coming out for the session. And as we just said, the daily gap, that's right, we closed it out here on the YM, 18304, as we continue downside. So again, taking a look at the daily big picture here as we wrap up. As we look forward, current trend is to the downside, even though we're in a 4-hour uptrend, but we got T3 moving averages coming downside, so we migrate to those open gaps that are possible lines in the sand, or lines of interest as we call it, including the crude, which continues to move downside here to 40.24, which is an open gap back from April. Take a look at the NQ migrating up to this all-time high zone. Again, all major open gaps still remain to the downside. Taking a look at the VPOC, as we've just been in a consolidation for most of the month of July, summer trading. Look at that ES, all just sideways, just trying to find a couple setups per session. Nothing huge, no big moves to close out any VPOCs downside as of yet. Only migration here, crude closing out the VPOC here today as it set up its new VPOC here just above 41.09. All right, taking a look at the daily trend picks. There it is, the crude. We talked about it still migrating to the downside. There was the move. 5 charts in the red, called it out in the trading room, and there it was to the downside. If anyone was trading on the crude, just told them to hang on. Red bars, Heiken Ashi bars to the downside. Nice trending move as she closed out, or still yet 3 minutes here to close out the day. Taking a look at the YM price action again, overnight session. There was the move to the downside, 5 charts in the red. Again, some sweet opportunities, but just market internals almost just moving like molasses, or this all quick. You got to be quick on the fingers, and if you can't get it 1 to 2 or all 3, you just try to get one market, you are in good shape. Here again was the pullback. You got the buy signal under the T350. You hold off. You got 2 charts. Then you got 3 charts in the green. So that was the move on the YM to the upside. Again, these bars, as you see them, just 3-4 bars, almost took an hour. But hey, trend is trend, and to the upside, the YM went. And together with sync with the other markets, just about up to the midnight open there. NQ again, right to the midnight open as price action here. This is all Amazon, Google, but there it was, right to 224 here, up to the midnight open. And from here to here, that was about 4 o'clock. That was it. So about a 2-hour range, or an hour and a half range on just those 6-7 bars. Again, a lot of chop here, a lot of tough trading here, as the first initial moves whipped very quickly. And there was that one trade to the downside and 5 charts in the red. But here, sell signal, you got 2. What makes this one any better is a matter of where you place your stop, and if you were able to get your ticks off sooner today, as price action is, you could see the market pulse. What you do is you get 3-4 bars move, 5th bar you got your setup, and freeze, market action stall. So you say, you know what, that's not for me today. Price action again, buy signal here on 3 charts in the green. Nice move to the upside. That was it. That was a good, very nice move. Sleeping at the helm here for some reason, and she ran upside together with the Amazon and Google earnings in post-market play. So really, overall trend for the day, very choppy until the very last nice drive trend up. Taking a look at ES, as price action again, very similar price action across the board, all the way up to the midnight open here at 2 o'clock here. As price action pretty much chopped out the middle of the session as well. A couple opportunities downside. Again, I mentioned change the trade management today. Only look for a couple ticks off. You're not going to go for anything long, and that's exactly what we had. But you use the same trade management policy. Almost looked much better pre-market. Again, market open right there, sell signal downside on the ES, and for whatever reason, I wasn't able to hit the sell button there, so let that one go as well. All right, too much letting go today, so we'll come back tomorrow and hopefully get back on this. Taking a look at the gold, nice move overnight, 5 charts in the green. That's what you're looking for. Pullback opportunity, U.S. session, not much to talk about. Sell signal downside here on 3 charts in the red. That was about the best move, and then followed by the last move here at a post-European close. Taking a look at the 6E euro as it got its lift here yesterday. Price action for the most part today. 5 charts still in the green, post pulling back here. 3 charts in the red. Not a bad move, but you know, you're looking for a high probability trend. You're looking for as many charts in sync. Take the sell signal underneath the T350. Makes for a good setup. I would not go long. That's counter trend. Staying in the trend, opportunity to place your stop at the swing size, or you were stopped out because you had your stop at break even. All right, there's our big trend charts. Take a look at the crude as she continues to migrate downwards. T3 moving averages in the red, breaking the 200 period moving average. Not good as we come up to the 50% Fibonacci line at 40.82. Watch the daily gap to the downside as well, 40.24 to close her out. Take a look at the 3 indices, pretty much overall trend today, getting a nice lift here as we now in after hours have gone ahead and hit Fibonacci target number 3 to the upside, 47.29. NQ finishing up at the high, looking for the overnight trend to perhaps continue. Again, you got to watch for that BOJ, Bank of Japan, coming out with some numbers here based on monetary policy, which will either lift this market to close out the month. Again, I'm getting a nice trend back on the ES and the YM. Again, a little concerning on the T3 moving averages as they did finish both in the red here, but we are still in an upwards trend and finding support at that 50 EMA. A little concerning here on the YM. We'll see what happens as we roll out the week, but we're still in a uptrend, and volume just finishing upside above the 60 period moving averages. Markets closed the day out. All right, let's take a look at some of the, before we cover our 2 euro charts, let's just go ahead and take a look at Amazon today on earnings. Again, huge swing from 788 almost down to 717 there in after hours. But again, we've been watching the market cap leaders for some days now. Again, we're always looking for a pullback opportunity. You know, whether or not you traded this quick in and out for today's session. Again, you got the pullback now, so watching the overnight, and then as we get into just overall market action overnight, watch for tomorrow's action. Again, this is a splice opportunity to get back in. Watch for perhaps profit taking, you know, wherever the market's going to go, it will go. But again, this is an opportunity as you are in the green all across the board. All you're looking for is an intraday pullback to splice into a bigger move, which 4-hour chart is now holding up. So nice move on the Amazon. Taking a look at Alphabet Google, GOGL, as price action got a nice lift here. If you were on the pullback today, you were rewarded handsomely. There it is. T3 moving averages breaking up to the upside on the 4-hour chart. Again, we've talked about yesterday how price action has been holding upside on the weekly and the dailies, both here, daily and weekly on the right, holding above the 50 and the 200. There was the splice, but again, that was post action. Watch for the pullback opportunity. As long as you have the two bottom charts, higher time frame range charts, and you have the 100-tick range chart, watch for the pullback and then lift upside, and you got yourself a long entry. All right, taking a look, or at least a long trend, or backward in upwards trend. All right, taking a look at the last two, as we do on Thursday, we take a look at some of the Forex, taking a look at the European. As we know, the euro has been downside for some time. Bigger picture is still downside. Watching for that pullback on the daily. Resistance here at the 200. So put this together. You got resistance at the 200 on the daily. The weekly is finding support here now on the 144, even though price action is broken above. That's right, broken above the 50 EMA. So that's good news. Even though the background is red, that's just an indicator of the fact that the 50 is still below the 144. That's this white line right here that's below this yellow line. All right. So if T3 moving average holds up here in the 4-hour, price action holds up on the T3 moving average, and we lift back upside on the euro, we will break that 144. You watch for the 50 on the daily as resistance. To splice into this move, you use the 3 charts on the left. You're green. You want to go green here. Yep, you had it on Wednesday. Thursday pullback. Wait for the price action to lift up here. Now, if you're looking for the short here, all right, you're looking for the short. What you want to see is you want to see T3 moving averages on the 4-hour chart start to fail here. And then you look to the intraday for everything to be in the red. So right now, holding position as the daily finding resistance here at the 200. Again, this is European daily matching this chart, and this is the weekly up here in the upper right. All right, last one to take a look at is the yen as we head into Bank of Japan. So we'll take a look at how the yen did tomorrow. Price action again, T3 moving averages up green, looking good. 4-hour charts, price action, T3 moving averages. We are below the 50 EMA, so yen, as far as uptrend is concerned, having a little bit of a challenge. The 50 on the weekly has been coming down sometimes. We're getting a little bit of resistance right here at the 200, so I got to put the momentum on the red here as the daily, the 4-hour, and the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour are pointing downward. So if I got a pullback here on the yen, price action continued downside on the intraday, that will follow through for an entry downside on the 4-hour. Again, got to wait for that Bank of Japan monetary policy to come out. All right, as we head into tomorrow, earnings-wise, I think we're kind of quiet here on the earnings calendar. Friday, 105 after the close 14th, so not much going on until next week. As far as economic data, watch for that BOJ tonight. Watch the GDP. And a couple of numbers out, consumer sentiment, rig count tomorrow. But again, next week is non-farm payrolls, so keep your eyes on the calendar for next Friday numbers. All right, guys, that concludes an insight into the daily trend. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My trading mantra of one simple strategy: any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at Trading Fibs, and as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only trade what's in front of me and on my charts, and yeah, sometimes I do miss some of those entries. I let them roll, but hey, if you're getting at least 2 setups a day on the indices, whether you let them run or whether you get in and out, it doesn't matter. As long as you're managing your trade well and you leave feeling positive. All right. Leave your bias at the door when trading. That's the most important part. Whether you believe this market should be up or down, it doesn't matter. Just trade the charts in front of you. That's what intraday trading is about. Have yourselves a Blue Zone day wherever it may be. Good day, good night, and good trading to ya.